Hey everybody, I'm live here. Joe Knows Cryptos. Have not made a video in quite some time here. Mainly the reason for it is just, there has not been, although there's been a lot of excitement, what would be considered excitement in the 2017 market. There's been a lot going on, a lot of new exciting things that are positive for crypto going on. We haven't really seen much of a market move until the last week and a half, 2 weeks, right? When it jumped, the market went up almost doubled in market cap, right? So now we're having some trouble staying above that 300,000 market cap number, right? So what's going on? Why is this happening? All right. First off, why I sincerely think this is happening is, well, first let me give my opinion of what I think is going to go on with the market this for 2020, right? I think overall it's going to be positive. I think it's going to be higher. It's going to end up higher than where it is right now. A lot of people are thinking it's going to go ballistic, crazy, 100,000 Bitcoin, all this kind of stuff. Hey, everybody who's logging in, appreciate it. I know I haven't been on here in a while, but I've had quite a few people request that I make another video, so I'll try to make them a little more regular. But time is something I don't have a lot of, so I'll try to make them a little more often though. Yeah, it's great to be appreciated by you guys. I do appreciate you coming on here and listening to what I have to say and bouncing ideas off each other. That's what it's all about, right? Kind of, bounce ideas off each other and see what's what our opinions are, if what we're saying is real, and if it's just a fake out or what's going on. So, all right, we've got the halvening hype, right? So that's bringing attention back into the cryptocurrency market like we saw in 2017. Although the market cap is still would have to double and go up, I think, another 200 billion before we matched the 2017 market cap. I think it was about 800 billion. Now we're just under that 300 billion mark. So yes, I'm live. So the halvening's bringing some of that excitement in, but we're having trouble staying above that 300 billion market cap. Why do I think that's going on? I think that what's happening is there's easy money to be made by investors who are savvy in both stocks and cryptocurrencies. A prime example of this is Grayscale, right? Grayscale is where you can buy Bitcoin and Ethereum derivatives on the stock market. So you can go onto your TD Ameritrade, Scottrade, whatever. If you like to trade stocks, you can go into your exchange there and trade GBTC. I think that's the Bitcoin, Grayscale Bitcoin. Check that real quick here. Yeah, it's GBTC is Grayscale Bitcoin, and then the Ethereum one is ETHE. So the stocks swing dramatically as Bitcoin and crypto do. The stock, if you bought Ethereum, it goes up $30 a day. That's a big move. For the same amount of Ethereum stock that you can buy, when it goes up $30, it's almost like it's going up $60. So you make even more. So I believe what's going on right now in the crypto market is these people that are savvy with, and even probably people who are partners, owners inside, have inside information on Grayscale. They own a lot of Ethereum. They own a lot of Bitcoin. They can buy the stock, then they can buy a bunch of Bitcoin or Ethereum, pump the price. Then other, people come in and want to ride on that gravy train and buy up their Bitcoin and Ethereum as it goes up. And then they can, once they see it go up a few days in a row, like it did the last, week and a half, then they can go ahead and put in a short of Grayscale or Ethereum, and then they can sell it, and then they make money that way. So I think we've got some manipulation that way going on, because you notice when the market did drop, it did one of these whoop, right off the cliff type of thing. When it went up, it was gradual. That looked healthy. I was impressed by that. I was excited about that, and I was about to make a video on it, but I said, let me just wait a little bit, because too many times I've seen this market climb just to get brought back down, and that's what happened. but it seems like we're leveling out here again. I expect it to climb. I think overall we're going to end up higher, but I don't think it's going to be, and trust me, I'm pro Bitcoin. It's going to be better than it is now. I don't think it's going to go totally crazy like it did in 2017. I think Bitcoin will probably get up above that 20,000 mark. But let me give you my reasons why. One is the manipulation that we're seeing here. Two, and this is something that's going to factor in. So it's going to be the fact that Mt. Gox still has about 200,000 Bitcoin that they're going to throw on the market sometime during the year. It was speculated that it was going to be in February. We're in February now. But the thing is, the law firm that's handling the Mt. Gox settlement wants a crap load of money, plus they want like 2/3 of the Bitcoin. They want to take the Bitcoin and they want to get paid. And there's another law firm who's trying to come in and do a better deal. So this February date is probably going to be pushed back until that one company lowers their fee that they're going to charge, or the people decide to move over to this other lawyer who's willing to do it for a lower fee. So, and it's like when you have one of these class action type of lawsuits, you've got to get the majority of people to agree one way or the other. One part of the people might say, well, this group's already been working on it. They've already got us back, 800,000 Bitcoin. Let's just let them handle the last 200,000. Another group of people might be like, hey, they're asking for too much. So it might take a little back and forth, but I think sometime during 2020, it's going to be settled when that 200,000 Bitcoin come back on the market. There's going to be some profit taking from it, because don't forget, these people bought their Bitcoin years ago. They probably bought it for $1,000. So if Bitcoin is up, around 10,000, there's going to be people who take profit, and there's going to be those that are just going to hold on to it, that are long-term hodlers, like a lot of us are. But a lot of people might just be frustrated with, look, man, I tried this Bitcoin thing. Yes, I made money, but I've been through so much with Mt. Gox. Just let me take my money out, regroup, and rethink about what I want to do. And that's probably going to end up being the majority of the people. The lawyers are going to want to get paid. If they get a big chunk of the Bitcoin, they're probably just going to cash it out. I don't know for sure, but that's the second reason. So here's how I look at it, right? You've got kind of like, all right, you've got Bitcoin that comes on the market every day that's mined. It's automatically comes on the market, right? And then you've got people that buy Bitcoin. And then you're going to have the halvening come in, which is going to cut that supply in half. Now, if the buyers remain the same, that should bring up the price of Bitcoin. But if that Mt. Gox 200,000 Bitcoin is released and is all put back on the market, for 1 year from that date, it's going to almost be like the halvening didn't happen, because that much Bitcoin is going to be coming into the market as is being taken away by the halvening. Now, once that 200,000 Bitcoin comes back on, it's going to kind of level. It's going to take a while for that to sell off. It might drop the price a little bit, but then after that, I expect big things for the cryptocurrency market. So that's my take on that. Also, all right, so I do watch Bitcoin Ben when I get a chance. I know a lot of you who follow me do watch Bitcoin Ben as well, and he's been pushing Divi lately. I did buy some Divi. Overall, the first time the experience was good. They pay, I just have the copper node, which is the basic one, and I'm not going to stay on Divi too long here, but I just want to talk about something that's important. It's mostly about an exchange that I dealt with. So it went fine. I put it on there. They pay the dividend regularly. I'm running the node. Cool. So I liked it so much. I was impressed, because the dividend that they pay is actually pretty good. It's a pretty high percentage. It's like 50%. I don't know many places you can get a 50% return. Plus, if the price of Divi goes up, then it's even more, right? So I'm like, hey, that's pretty cool. Maybe I'll go up to a silver node and get even more dividends and let it grow and see what happens. So I went on an exchange, and I don't know if any of you have dealt with it, but it's Xrates, Xrates.me, Xrates. So I put in a buy order for Divi. Limit wouldn't go through. Nothing went through. Nothing went through. I put it in a little bit higher than the going rate on CoinMarketCap. Couldn't get any. So I said, all right, let me put in a market order. I put in a market order. for 100,000 Divi. I put $1,020 worth of Bitcoin in there. They said, you don't have enough money to buy 100,000 Divi. So I brought it down to 90,000 Divi. So the trade went through. I was like, cool. All right. I got my Divi. I look at it. I got like 400 Divi, 399 Divi, meaning I paid $1,020 for $4.50 worth of Divi. Man, did I get ripped off. Now, the second problem is when you try to take your Divi off of Xrates, they don't have an option to do it. So any of you who can get on Xrates, you can go there. And I've been out with their customer service back and forth. And they said they're looking into everything. They told me, sorry, I'm out of luck with my money. That was a trade that I made. And they haven't gotten back to me on how to withdraw the Divi. So they have a list of all the tokens that you can buy. And when you hit withdraw, it gives you a whole list of tokens to withdraw. And you click on the one you want, and it gives you the address, or where you put in the address to withdraw from, right? They don't have Divi in the list. So you can't, guys, do not use Xrates. In my opinion, crappy, shitty, one of the worst exchanges, one of the worst experiences I have had. I got taken. They pretty much stole $1,020 worth of Bitcoin from me. And with the little bit of Divi that they did give me, the $4.50 worth, it cost me $1,020. I can't even withdraw it. I'm just glad it wasn't more money, but just a word of warning out there. And this is still one of the biggest problems with cryptos is there's still crooked exchanges, bad exchanges. And I should have probably known better, but I was excited and I thought, hey, let me just go in there. It was late at night and I just wanted to have it sent, and I was trying to rush and get it all done before I went to bed, and I should have just waited and maybe used another exchange. And then of course Bitcoin then came out with a video 2 days later about using a different exchange. But guys, word to the wise, do not use Xrates. I don't predict that they'll be in business very much longer, especially if this is how they handle themselves and this is their practices and policies and their service and everything. All right, so I got that off my chest. All right, so let me go through some of the comments here real quick. All right, more dumps than pumps, says Paul Walker. Yeah, well, they had a pretty good pump here. We're getting some dumps. I think it's a little bit of manipulation. Gladden TV, happy 2020. Yes, sir. Happy 2020 to you too. And Matt is here. Hey, Mr. Joe, great to see you again. Yes, sir. Great to see you too. What about this market? This market is crazy. All I can say is overall, I think we're going to be up, but be ready for it looked like it was going to be a smooth climb, but it looks like we're going to have another topsy-turvy year until this whole Mt. Gox thing is settled, in my opinion. I am live and just get an idea about, about my current portfolio. Okay, here's what I have in my current portfolio. I've got Bitcoin, I've got Litecoin. So I was happy with those two. I have some Ethereum. I've been happy with the performance there of Ethereum. I have Nexo, which I've been happy with Nexo. Nexo's doubled over the last few weeks. Been happy with that. I have Divi, which is up. I really can't complain about Divi. It's not their fault, but if someone from Divi does watch this video, or if someone here gets in touch with someone from Divi, let them know what's going on with Xrates, how you can't even take your Divi tokens off there. But overall, Divi, I'm happy with. The dividends are good. It's gone up a little bit in price, so can't complain there. I have been watching. I wanted to make a video about Lisk when it was at 84 cents about 2-3 weeks ago, because what I do is I go through all the top cryptocurrencies. I look at how many coins they have available, because the fewer the coins they have available, the faster they're going to go up in price. Then I look at the ones that are cheap. So like Bitcoin, there's only 21 million Bitcoin, but it's $10,000. You look at something like Lisk that has like 21 million, but it was only 86 cents. That has huge potential. If just a few people go in and buy it, it's going to pump the price up, and it's already down real low. I think right now it's about $1.56, but it went up over $2 for a while. And I thought if the market kept going, it was really going to take off. So I ended up getting into Lisk around the $2 mark. I'm down a little bit on that now, but I think if the market starts to pump again, that's a good one, because Lisk was a crypto that was up over $30 back in 2017. And I expect the market to at least hit where it was in 2017 this year. So I'm figuring if I can get some Lisk at around, under $2 and it goes up to 30, that's a nice gain. So that's one I've been kind of interested in. I did recently buy, not a lot, but the MCO crypto.com. I'm not going to shill it. I'm not going to leave a link for it because I know you can make money off it that way. But their credit card, I just got it in the mail yesterday. I bought 50 MCO, and when you buy 50 and you stake it, they send you a credit card that you can use, of course, you can use your crypto. I guess it converts into cash through Visa, and then you can use your crypto to buy stuff. But you do have to stake the 50, meaning you can't use it. That's just to get the credit card and be able to use it. And then you can buy other crypto. So the reason I went to do this is because, first of all, I want to start using crypto. I want to start making it popular. I want to break out that crypto credit card and have people say, "Hey, what kind of card is this? I've never seen a metal credit card before." And then, just bring up a little conversation about crypto. So I thought that is one reason for getting it. The other reason is you can buy their token, CRO. And if you stake it, you have to stake at least 10,000 of them, but it's like 5 cents. So it's like $500 or something, to $500 or $600 to stake it. And then you make 16% on it, which I thought, hey, if I can make 16% automatically, and then if the CRO price goes up as well, then that's pretty good gains. I've been kind of tired of hodling and not making any money, just having my money tied up, you know what I mean, in the crypto market. Gets a little frustrating when you've got thousands of dollars just sitting there in crypto, and over the last couple of years it's been going down, 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 and then it started to go up, and now it's leveled off for the longest time until we just had this recent run. So I decided to get into some things that pay some dividends. That's why I got into the Divi, and that's why I got into the MCO, and I bought some of the CRO, and it pays me every week. They give you free CRO, and then you convert that to cash. They have a wallet right on there where you can convert to cash, and then you can spend it. So I'm going to give it a try. I'll give you an update on that later as I go along. I'm probably talking kind of fast here. But that's basically what I have right now. Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, MCO, CRO, Divi, Nexo. I got 7. I'm going to try to stick with ones that are basically on the major exchanges, coin market caps. I still think that I do have a little bit of Zcash, like 5, not a lot, but I think there may be a little potential for privacy coins to do a little bit of move a little bit as well. I bought that, I think, around 50, and I think it's maybe about 60 now, something like that. So I'm up on basically everything except for the Lisk, which I bought around 2, and it's under 2 now. But it shot way up. I should have bought it when it was 86 cents when I was going to make the video on it, but I waited too long. It shot up real fast. It went up to like $2 in like 3 or 4 days. And I was waiting for it to pull back to buy in, and it never pulled back. It just kept going up. All right, so let's see what else we got here. Yeah, that's about Mad King. Hey, all right. Hey, I'm glad you think that I'm cool like that. I'm just trying to make it like y'all. I'm not anything special. The only king is Jesus. Ethereum is killing it. Yes, Ethereum has been doing fantastic. Everyone who's building dApps and things like that still is choosing Ethereum. Even though the Ethereum 2.0 isn't supposed to, well, they predicted it to come out in 2022. Now they're saying maybe end of this year or next year. But that just seems to be, it's that first in mentality. It's like Bitcoin, first one in, and it's very secure. People love Bitcoin. It's got the name, it's got the reputation. Ethereum, one of the first ones in there. People started building on it. And now with the 2.0, once that is complete, it's going to be easy for anyone and everyone who knows how to do programming to use it. That's one thing I like about Lisk is they use just a Java programming. I thought that maybe if Ethereum did take too long to come out with 2.0 that Lisk, if they could actually get some dApps built on, or that they could maybe have a little run up, maybe give Ethereum a run for the money. 2 years out is a long time, and I figure if they can get something here in the next 6 months going up and running, that maybe they can be some competition. Who knows? But I think it's worth a shot. Payoka, hey, I see a lot of regulars on here, guys. I appreciate you coming back to watch me. That's awesome. Welcome you guys as well. Thank you, sir. Midnight here in Europe. Oh, you're watching late. We'll watch the vid tomorrow. Okay, absolutely. I know a lot of people over in Europe probably have to go to bed and go to work tomorrow. Pushing Divi. I'm not pushing Divi. I thought I would give it a try, and when I did get into it, I thought that the dividend actually was good. It could be something that, what are they going to do once a lot of the Divi is handed out? Are they going to be able to continue to give the dividend? Are they going to give less dividends because the price of Divi will be higher? So even though they're not giving you as many Divi, you'll still be making as much money. Haven't looked into all that. But as for now, like I said, I was just tired of having my money sitting and not working for me. At least this way with Divi, it's a small portion of my portfolio. At least it's paying me Divi. At least I'm making something on it. Cheers, guys. Oh my God. Yeah, but no, initially I thought Divi might be a bit of a pyramid scheme. I made a video where I actually mentioned that. And as you notice, I don't have any links for anything that I talk about here. I'm not shilling anything. I'm not trying to make any money off of anybody. I just like to talk about what I'm talking about. But if you guys want to ask me any questions or bring up any subjects or talk about anything, please comment in there. I'm happy to talk about whatever you guys like. Hey, Perosi, how you doing? Not a Divi fan? Yeah, I mean, like I said, I made a video where it kind of seemed a little pyramid schemey. Like the first people in are going to get it at the cheapest price and cash out. But like I said, I'm just tired of having my money sit around and not make anything for me. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum. That's my major holdings too, Perosi. Absolutely. Let's see. Crypto Fed. Hello, long time. I'm just getting with BT LTC for the long run. Yeah, I don't think you can go wrong just hodling that Bitcoin and that Litecoin. I do think that Bitcoin and Litecoin are going to be those things where in a few years when you have it and you walk into the restaurant, those people are going to say, hey, that guy over there, he owns a Bitcoin, I heard. Like when a movie star walks in or something, or when a millionaire comes in, it might be, that guy's a Bitcoin holder. I heard he's got, 50 Litecoin. Tezos and Chainlink. Yes, Tezos, I do believe they pay a dividend as well. I haven't looked into them as much, but I know they've been rocking. Chainlink, they're saying that there's going to be a lot of use for that in-between service that why can't I think of the name of it now? But the service that they provide is going to be important. So, and both also on major exchanges, which is definitely a good thing for those. I think they'll see appreciation for that reason alone. They're easy to get into, easy to get out of. You just heard of the experience I had with Xrates, and that's one of the big problems with buying on these exchanges and buying cryptocurrencies. You don't know if you're going to get scammed. They charge outrageous fees. If they're going to shut down, if they're going to steal your cryptos, there's still a lot of uncertainty, and that's why I just recommend stick with the major exchanges for now, and if you want to roll the dice, with some alts, they're going to see more appreciation, but the appreciation that you see, you're also risking losing your cryptos that are in there. Tezos versus Ethereum. Corporate structure versus Wild West of smart contracts. Yeah, that's true. So that's what makes cryptos interesting. You've got your kind of your top 10 solid cryptos that are established versus your ones that are promising big things. And if they deliver, they'll make a lot. But in the meantime, speculators are still going to go in as long as the market is good and stays up. Then you're going to benefit on those as well. Jimmy Sanders, Sudden, short-lived, and brief price drops. Yeah, I don't think that this price drop is gonna last, honestly. Um, Actually, if you look at Grayscale's Ethereum, even though Ethereum went down quite a bit today, um, Ethereum, if you can see it on here on my phone, kind of blurry, but you can at least tell that it's green, right? The Grayscale Ethereum actually went up today. That kind of is an indicator to me that people on the stock market expect Ethereum to be bouncing back and going back up. Otherwise, there would have been a big sell-off here, and this is very, very volatile. This Ethereum Grayscale stock, it's not uncommon for it. I mean, it went from $40 to $119 in about a week. It more than doubled. Ethereum did not double in price, but the stock did. So if you owned the stock, you made out better than if you owned Ethereum. Ethereum went down today, but the stock went up. To me, that indicates that Ethereum is going to be bouncing back here pretty soon. Bitcoin did go down today. The Grayscale Bitcoin did go down quite a bit. That went down 80 cents, but still, that's not a big move considering that they were taking this price from over 10,000 down to 9,600 because it was up yesterday. Grayscale Bitcoin was up yesterday. To me, that shows that there's still people buying the stock, and if they're buying the stock, they're anticipating it to go up. Otherwise, there would have been a bigger sell-off today. Just a hunch, not financial advice, guys. Nothing I give here is financial advice. It's just opinions and thoughts that I have, and I just like chatting with you guys and see what's going on. Let's see here. What else we got? Haven't seen me in ages. I know it's been a while. I've been working a lot, and there hasn't really been much going on in the crypto market until the last, like about a week and a half here, 2 weeks. So it's just kind of hard to say the same things over. There's enough videos out there that you guys can watch where they're going to pump and give you confidence and talk about Bitcoin and crypto. And if I had more followers, I would make more videos, probably more regularly. But I think I've got about 700 or 800 followers, which isn't bad. Look, I'm not complaining. I appreciate y'all. But there's these channels that have 30, 40, 50,000 followers, and then I'm sure everybody watches those, and you can get your news and your information from them just as well. Mine is more opinion, and I do give news when I feel confident about it. All right, let's see here. No, you said that Ben was pushing Divi. Ben was pushing Divi, and he is still pushing Divi. No, you misunderstand. I was laughing at you saying Ben was pushing Divi. Yeah, Ben is still pushing Divi. But I think Divi might be okay. I'm going to just write it out, like I said, for the price of a node, of running a node and getting some dividends off of it, even if it goes down and crashes and is a pyramid scheme, it's not going to be the end of the world for me. If you've got $1,500 to invest in cryptocurrencies, I probably wouldn't suggest that you just buy Divi. I'd suggest that you get into something more secure like Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, right? Because you know that those are going to be winners in the long run. Divi is still newer. When they get more things coming out, maybe a wallet, maybe an exchange, maybe atomic swaps, things like that, that may give it more value. And supposedly that's coming out soon. And when that comes out, I think that will give Divi a little more validity as far as a cryptocurrency that's not so much of a gamble. I'm a gambling man, so I figure what the hell. Let's see. Chainlink is a good one. A lot of people love Chainlink. Yes, they do. I actually owned Chainlink for a while. I sold it before the alt market crashed. I don't want to say recommended. I made a video about how I thought the alts were going to crash once Binance announced that they're going to be removing American traders from their platform, and altcoins did crash. And they had a nice little run here. So let's see. Have a good one. Oh, good to have you back. I'm sorry, Kundalini. I moved lot my holdings into Ethereum and Bitcoin and Litecoin. I don't think you can go wrong there. You may not see some of the astronomical moves that you'll see in some of the altcoins, but you don't know which altcoins are going to do that. And at least in those, you know you're not going to get ripped off. You're not going to get taken. You're not going to get swindled. Keep them in your own wallet. There's plenty of wallets. They have their own wallets where you don't have to leave it on exchanges and places that you're unsure of. You don't have to worry about places. When I say unsure of, are they going to close up shop and just take your crypto? It's still unknown. It's still a lot of uncertainty in the Bitcoin market and the crypto market, but it is getting better. There are more reputable companies moving in. There's better wallets. There's names that you can kind of trust that are holding although you can't really trust anyone with your money. It's better just to have your own hard cold storage and keep it there, but it's getting better. And it's the news. If the news we had this year and the end of 2019 was in 2017, the way that market was going, we would have seen easily $1 trillion market cap. You know what I mean? Because you could have sneezed into a napkin and said, Jamie Dimon could have sneezed into a handkerchief and it could have sounded like this: Litecoin. All right, Litecoin. Maybe he didn't say Litecoin. Maybe that's just the way his sneeze sounded. But if they heard that in 2017, Litecoin would have went up $100 in a day. That's how it was. It's not like that this year. But I'm hoping with this happening, it's going to get people interested and we'll see some more action. After seeing Charlie Lee hanging out with Justin Sun in his remarks on DeFi. By DeFi, I'm thinking you're talking about the see, I didn't see him hanging out with Justin Sun, was he? I think Justin Sun is kind of a fraud, to put it. I don't know how else to put it. It's like he sensationalizes everything. Things that aren't news, he tries to make news. He tries to use hype to push Tron. And I don't trust Tron. I don't trust Justin Sun. That's not one that I would personally be, even though it's a top 50 crypto, not one I personally would be investing in. Oh, my wife's calling me here. I'll let it go to voicemail. I'm going to end up here pretty soon here. How long? About 32 minutes. Yeah, it's getting about long enough. You don't own any. Yeah. Stephen. Oh, yeah, I definitely own Litecoin. Yes, probably. It's right up there. Bitcoin and Litecoin, my two largest holdings. Absolutely own Litecoin. In my opinion, Bitcoin Ben has turned into a shill for Divi now. He has sold out big time. I unsubbed. I don't want to say anything bad about Bitcoin Ben because I watch his channel and overall I think he's a good guy. I think he's out there and he's trying to help Divi. He's trying to make a living on cryptocurrency because he's not a truck driver anymore. And sometime when you have to rely on making a living doing something, you have to kind of promote it extra hard. And I think that's kind of what he's doing. I think overall he likes crypto and all that. But part of making money is shilling things. It's, he probably doesn't like the word shill. He probably doesn't want to be considered someone who's shilling things. He's promoting things that he has a chance to make money on. And I don't think he's not like a big corporate guy who's doing it. He's trying to make a living doing it, and he's seems to be really sincere. And either that or he's a really good actor. But hey, I'm not going to talk bad about Bitcoin Ben. Overall, I think he's a good guy. Charlie went to dinner with Justin and Warren Buffett. Now, okay, so I remember making videos about this where they're supposed to go and then it got postponed or canceled, and then he was going to bring Charlie Lee, and then I heard that they did have this meeting, and now Warren Buffett isn't so down on cryptocurrency. He says it has potential or something like that. See, if he had said that back in 2017, boom, market would have taken off. This year, the hype is people are kind of like got burned you know, after that 2017 run up, and they're not so eager to jump in head over heels like they were. Now, if the market starts to move again rapidly and new money starts coming in along with the institutional, then I'm not saying that it can't go crazy this year because it's such a small market cap. It can go crazy really with, you know, anything, any big money moving into the market from a country, an institution, you know, and money, they're printing money like crazy. And they're printing out hundreds of billions of dollars a day to prop up the stock market. You'd think that eventually some of that money is going to sneak out because people are sneaky and crafty, especially people in these finances and these presidents of these companies and these accountants, and they have ways to swindle money and sneak money. And, I think some of it's eventually going to find its way into the general public. Right now, it's basically all going to buying stocks to keep the stock market propped up, and none of it's really been making it out to the little guys. Although our interest rates, if you have good credit and have a job and can prove your income, you're probably going to be at 3.5%, 4% interest if you're going to buy a house. If you're a little bit shaky on any of those, you're probably getting closer to 7%. It almost doubles. But if you are president of a company or a CEO or corporation, you get it at 0.001%. The banks don't even care if they make money off these big corporations. They just want to keep the stock market going up. If you do have a little problem with your credit and you got a credit card, you're still going to be paying 25, 28%, 18% if you're lucky. This little guy still gets screwed, but some of that money they're gonna find ways to get it out because they know it's a house of cards. The stock market is a house of cards. It's ready to fall, but they know it's being propped up and they're making gains. But how high is it going to go? They can keep shoveling money into it. They can put hundreds of billions into it every day for the next 10 years. But there comes a point when um, everything goes up. And like I said, the main indicator to me is still going to be real estate. When you see real estate start to tumble, real estate, each house that is built employs, at least temporarily while that house is being built, up to 25 people, right? Once real estate stalls, that's 25 people that are not going to be getting a paycheck. And that's when the shizzle's going to hit the fizzle. You know what I'm saying? All right. All right, so looks like I looked at all the comments here. I've been talking in 37 minutes. Guys, let me just say, God bless each and every one of you. I love you. I'll try to make more videos when I get a chance. If you have any questions for me, if you're watching this video and you're not watching it live, comment. I try to reply back to every comment if I possibly can. And if there's anything you want me to talk about in my next video, comment. Any disagreements you have with me, comment. Any agreements you have with me, comment. But I'd like to know what all of you think the price of crypto is going to be, the price of Bitcoin is going to be by the halvening, and what you think the market cap is going to be at the halvening, which they're predicting to be May. Probably in May, the date moves up because the hash rate is moving up, which means more Bitcoin is being mined, which speeds up the date of the halvening. So, guys, if you have any ideas there, please comment below. I'm going to sign off now. God bless each and every one of you. Please kiss your wife, your girlfriend, boyfriend, hug your kids, pet your pets, pet your pets, and God bless each and every one of you. Joe Knows Cryptos signing off. Ciao, ciao.